White Lie stars Kacey Rohl as Katie Arneson. A university dance major, she falsifies a cancer diagnosis and gets counterfeit fundraising, which transforms her into a campus celebrity surrounded by the supportive community she always dreamed of. Dependent upon a bursary for 6 students to maintain her ruse, she learns the funding is in jeopardy unless she can provide copies of her medical records within the week. This is written and directed by Yona Lewis and Calvin Thomas, with this being their 4th feature film. It premiered at TIFF in 2019 and got an international release in 2020, nabbing some awards throughout the festival circuit before getting a pretty quiet VOD release in early January of 2021 in the US. And I mean quiet. I hadn't heard about it until February, and only a handful of people were talking about it. Though I certainly think it deserves much more attention, as it's incredibly well made. But the catch is, if you couldn't tell by the plot description, you have to be on board with following around a pretty despicable person. The film doesn't ask you to find sympathy for Katie, and while her character is fleshed out that you at least get a reason for why she does what she does, it doesn't mean we're on her side by any means. And normally, I'm really not on board with these sort of movies. I've given other films bad reviews routinely for focusing on pretty terrible people. So, what makes this different? Well, for one thing, the concept is in and of itself one that we don't often see. It's a subversion on the countless amount of movies we get that do centralize an illness or disability, where the film tries to immediately demand our sympathy without putting much thought into character development otherwise. And this not only focuses on someone who's faking an illness, but someone with a bit more of a layered personality, though, as I said, someone we still don't find sympathetic. Now, Kacey Rohl gives an absolutely commanding performance as Katie. We watch her shift so seamlessly from sounding innocent and naive when she's deceiving others into giving her money, asking what seems like harmless questions, and then going to belligerent, condescending, and treating others with scorn when she's openly trying to weasel her way into the next part of her con. She still hounds people with questions, but it's more in the way of trying to boss them around and give them orders. With such an intriguing, if still outright horrible lead character, and the subtle approach in their directing style, Lewis and Thomas do a great job of building up an intense mystery as to how long Katie can keep her ruse up, as well as what lengths she's willing to go to in order to do so. Plus, they also give us an assortment of supporting characters who they flesh out as best as possible without losing too much focus, so they can contrast with Katie as much more sympathetic figures, and not simply just pawns in her game. And it's them who we root for, as we're hoping they see past her ruse. Most notably, Amber Anderson as Katie's girlfriend Jennifer, who's totally oblivious to the con, as well as Martin Donovan as her father, who only physically appears in one scene, but whose presence is strongly felt throughout the rest of the movie, for reasons I won't get into as they involve spoilers. I think had the film gone for more of a surface level approach with these characters, the whole experience may have fallen apart for me. But they're given a strong enough personality, and just enough time devoted to them, that we do care about them and hope they get the one-up on Katie. Now, I'd still totally understand if this is a hard film to get through because of what the lead character does, though, as I said, this isn't someone we're meant to root for, and the path we go down makes for an engaging mystery. Personally, I think it's definitely worth watching, as it's a very competently made film with great performances, and I look forward to whatever's next from Yona Lewis and Calvin Thomas, as well as Kacey Rohl. White Lie gets a 7.5 out of 10. So, let me know, did you see White Lie, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Do you have a movie that you enjoyed that centered around a totally unlikable person? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.